This is going to be 3rd and 13. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Going deep downfield for Ross. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats, but really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. They'll look to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. And now running right through it. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 14 yards that time for number 14. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Green 39.
Back to throw. Oh, some strong running. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there.
Back on it up, Philly. Here we go. Here we go now. Watch it now.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They're going to look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He completes it to Treadwell. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot. Helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this belongs to the Vikings.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got a man, complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
A lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Here's Bernard. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we've reached half. And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. To throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. He'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Defense, got the lead. Yeah.
We've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Pulled in at the 24. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Finding some room in midfield. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. First down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Second down following the run.
Green, 39.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
And the Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. He's got a man. It's his fullback. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Throw here out of the gun. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Bullock out now to kick this one away. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So certainly not what they were hoping for, especially on the road. Their starter forced to the locker room, and they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. Looking to throw. Got some room at the 30. Going right side here, and that's complete. And some big-time hitting going on there. Is knocked to the ground right near the 39. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They run the counter now on 1st down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, it's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game and they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you hope to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer third of the field, but half them behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there. If they don't move as well as you want them to, they're probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away.
Give him 30 yards there. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Back to throw now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he's into the clear. 30, the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, the Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Malik Collins breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 23 yards on the play. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Come on, let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Again, here's Bernard. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's complete to Diggs. Whoa, it still won't go down. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
2nd down now after the incompletion.
Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hodges. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
10 yards still left on second down.
Come on, let's go.
They'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell, and it's third down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Bucky Hodges, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush.
There's the guys up for Stephon Diggs, the 30, 10, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And the lead will shrink to 6. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. Oh, the Vikings are pointing. They've got it. Minnesota football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
This is where hustle and urgency come into play. I think you got to get up there and spike it.
Back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebacker.
Oh, this is blocked. And all the defense has it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule. And there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt? And the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The Vikings on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. A big offense.